Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Vidyanagar Public School's online class. Today we will learn a bit grammar. Are you ready? Yes, today we are going to learn about the relative clause. Before beginning that, let me ask you, what is a clause? Yes, a clause is a sentence with a subject and a predicate. So what is a predicate? A predicate is a part of a sentence except the subject. Okay, see the sentence, he advised him. So here the predicate is advised him, except the subject. This part is called a predicate. See, this is a simple sentence, right? He advised him is actually a simple sentence, right? And he did not obey. This is also a simple sentence. So clauses are of two types. Independent clause, the clause which can stay alone. It is actually a simple sentence, right? Yes. So this is a simple sentence and also an independent clause. This is also an independent sentence and an independent clause. By adding these two sentences, we will get a compound sentence, right? He advised him, but he did not obey. Here we added these two sentences by the conjunction but, right? Yes, we can add these two simple sentences by using the conjunctions like but, so, etc. But here you see, I hit him. Yes, it's actually a simple sentence, right? Yet it is also a independent clause, right? An independent clause, the clause which can stay alone, right? But what about this sentence? When he came. When he came, what happened? Like that, right? This sentence here is not complete. The idea or the thought behind the sentence is not complete. It is incomplete sentence, right? When he came, then what happened? Like that we have to ask. So when we add these two sentences, one independent clause or a simple sentence with a dependent clause. Okay, so we will get the sentence, I hit him when he came. I hit him when he came. So I hit him is a simple sentence and when he came is actually a dependent sentence, right? I hit him is an independent sentence. When he came is a dependent sentence. This sentence depends on this main clause or the independent clause. It is actually a subordinate clause. It's actually a dependent clause. It depends on the main clause. So this sentence is very much related to the main sentence. So this sentence is called relatives clause. These two sentences are added by when. We all know when we use the word when we want to ask certain questions, right? Yes, when is actually an interrogative pronoun. Here it becomes a relative pronoun. It gives the relation. It is related. The sentence is related to the main clause, main sentence. Okay, this is what we call relative clause. Okay, let's see the examples in your textbook. Okay, the first one, he wrote a letter to his mother who lived in the city. Here the relative clause is who lived in the city, right? Yes. And the second one, the umbrella which I bought last month broke yesterday. Here the relative clause starts with the relative pronoun which, right? Which I bought last month. Next sentence, money borrowed the pen that you had given me for my birthday. Here the sentence is connected by the relative clause with that relative pronoun that you had given. And the fourth one, This is the boy who won the badminton match. Here, which is the relative pronoun? Who. Who won the badminton match. So, the relative clause starts from the relative pronoun. Who won the badminton match. And fifth one, please take me to the shop where you bought this ribbon. So here the relative pronoun is where, right? Where. So the relative clause is where you bought this ribbon. And sixth one, Aunt Jane gave me the dress which I wore on my birthday. Here the relative pronoun is which I wore on my birthday. So the relative clause starts from the relative pronoun which I wore on my birthday. And in the next sentence, Kirti, whose sister studies in your school, is a good friend of mine. Here, which is the relative pronoun? Whose sister. Yes, whose is the relative pronoun here. From there starts the relative clause. Whose sisters studies in your school. He likes any film that is about superheroes. Any film that is about. That is the relative pronoun here. Okay, so I hope you understood. This is your homework. You just underline the relative clauses in your textbook. Okay, see about defining clause and non-defining clause. What is a defining clause and non-defining clause can be seen through some example. These are the two examples. Let's see. The next visitor was a caterpillar that started eating the leaves. So, the defining clause is something which talks or which gives some essential information about the person or the thing that we are talking about. Okay. So the next visitor was a caterpillar that started eating leaves. So it gives essential information about this caterpillar. Then only this sentence become a complete. In sense, in meaning, it becomes complete. It is something which is essential and necessary. But what about this sentence? And then it was taller than grandfather, who was older than some oak trees. Here in the sentence, the yellow part is actually some additional information that is given to this main sentence or the main clause. So, this, if we delete this part also, it becomes a sentence. The meaning is also conveyed, the sense is also conveyed, but we give additional information by putting comma there. These are non-defining clauses. Okay, these are non-defining clauses. These are clauses where it is not so much necessary to get added to the main sentence, but in this case these are essential information about the person or the thing that we are talking in that sentence. But this is some additional information. It's not so compulsory or necessary information. So these are what we say, some additional information. These are called non-defining clause. Okay. So ma'am, hope you got the point. Let's see some examples in your textbook. Girish, who lives in Jaipur, is coming to Chennai next month. It is actually a non-defining clause. From the very look itself we can understand, because there is a presence of comma. When we put comma means that is non-defining clause. It is actually an additional information that is given in that sentence. What about second sentence? We went to the school where Manju used to teach. It's actually a defining clause or defining pronoun where is used in the sentence, because it gives essential and necessary information about the person whom we are talking in that sentence. My cousin, who is in the Indian Army, is getting married soon. Here it is a non-defining sentence, non-defining clause. Why? We have seen that comma. Mrs. Sharma bought the painting that she saw in the Jehangir Art Gallery. It is actually a defining clause. Why? relative pronoun, that is actually giving the essential information about the thing that the sentence is talking about. Okay, so rest of the part you have to find out. That is your homework. Okay, now let's learn some phrasal verbs. Okay, here we go. What does it mean by turn down? To lower. Put off means to delay or to postpone. And broke down means stopped working. Take off means to remove. And count on means to depend on. Yes, to keep up means to move along. To move along. This is how we use the phrasal verbs in a sentence. Let's see some examples. It is there in your textbook. The music is very loud. Could you please turn down the volume? Don't put off the work any longer. Don't delay the work any longer. Our bus broke down and we got late for school. That means our bus stopped working so that we got late to go to school. You can take off your coat and hang it there. Means you can remove your coat and hang it there. Vikram is a true friend. I can count on him to help me out. I can depend on him to help me out. Walk slowly or the little boy will not be able to keep up with you, to move along with you. Okay, so ma'am, hope that you got all the meanings. So we will see in the live session and we will discuss more. If you have any doubts, we will clear in the live session. Okay, so what's your homework? You have to write it down in your book, and you have also got another homework. Okay, here is your homework. You have to write down the diary of our dear Rakesh, the day when his cherry tree got cut down into two by that grass cutting woman. So you have to write the diary of Rakesh. Okay, that is your homework. Ma'am, hope that you all will write and send it in the WhatsApp. Okay, thank you all. Have a good day.